Hi. I'm Deja, and I had recently tweeted that I was going to make a YouTube video or a vlog about my Herbalife experience. I live in Ohio. Many of you who are going to be watching this live in Ohio as well, and Herbalife is super big here. Like, it's it's just everywhere. Like, there's nutrition clubs everywhere. There's sorry, I'm trying to get my hand in here. Anyways, there's nutrition clubs everywhere. There's people in the business everywhere. You probably follow some on Instagram. Like, Herbalife is just popping in Ohio. And I feel like a lot of people have a lot of questions about the business, and as well as just like what it even is. And so I wanted to be the person to kind of make this video to really share my experience on what Herbalife is, letting people know, like, is it a pyramid scheme? Do the products work? And can you really have like financial freedom in the business? So like, I wanted to basically answer those questions and share my experience as well. So before I get started, I will give just a brief description of what Herbalife is. So Herbalife is a nutrition company who gives people the opportunity to sell their products and make money, as well as open up nutrition clubs to sell their products out of as well, as in shakes, teas, that type of thing. You might have been to one before. Like I said, they're super popular in Ohio, so you could have probably been to one. I used to work at one. But that's basically what Herbalife is. So I'm gonna start this video by sharing. This is not happening right now. Okay, so I'm gonna start this video by sharing my personal experience with the Herbalife business. Now, before I get started, I'm not stating any names in this. This isn't to make this business look bad. This isn't to make other people look bad. This isn't targeted to anybody. This is just literally me sharing my personal opinions on Herbalife and my personal experience with Herbalife. So I don't want anyone to feel like they were targeted in this video or any of that. Like, this is just me sharing my experience. I was going to a nutrition club pretty frequently to get protein shakes and that type of thing. I just started my fitness journey, so I was like, I want to add protein into my diet, basically. Like, I wanted to drink protein after my workouts, and I have a peanut allergy. It truly sucks. And so I could never really go to a lot of different places and get protein, simply because they always added peanut butter as a source of I don't know what. So I found a nutrition club that sold Herbalife products inside of them. And so I was going there to get my protein shakes, because Herbalife actually is really peanut friendly. For anyone who has a peanut allergy watching this video, they're super peanut friendly, like a lot of their stuff. So that's a plus. But anyway, so I was going to a nutrition club to get my shakes, that type of thing. And I was approached with a opportunity to start working in the nutrition club. And I'm like, okay, like, what is it? Like, is it paid hourly? Like, I just was really unsure of what it was. And what's so crazy is 2 months prior to me being offered an opportunity, one of my friends asked me to join this call. So mind you, this is 2 months prior. So I'm like, okay, like, so I joined the call, and it's a group of girls saying they're gonna do a challenge. They're sharing, like, their experience with the business, what their results were off of their last challenge, that type of thing. And for some reason, I was going through a lot at that time, and I was just like, I'm not really interested in doing a challenge. Like, I really wasn't interested in giving my 100% to anything. Like, I was just going through a lot at that time. I'm just like, no, I don't want to. So, and then 2 months later, I was approached with the opportunity of working in the nutrition club. So, I was just like, like, how do I, start? And they're like, well, you have to pay $100 to start working. And I was like, what? Like, I have to pay $100 to get a job? And they were like, no, you have to pay $100 to be a distributor. So for one, to become a distributor with Herbalife, you do have to pay $100. That's just basically you paying to get access to start selling their products to people and working in a nutrition club. Maybe some people don't go by that. So I was just like, okay. So I ended up paying the $100. I started working in the nutrition club. When I started, it was super fun. I loved my coach. He was super cool. And I just was realizing, like, I'm not making a lot of money as everyone else is making. And he was like, well, yeah, in order for you to make a lot of money in here, you need to buy your own products and make your shakes out of your own products. And I'm just like, wait, what? Like, so I basically have to invest in like another, like I have to invest in $700 because when you first start out as a distributor with Herbalife, you're at the lower percentage, which is 25%. It's like 25, 35, 42, 50. 50 is the highest you can get off all the products. And I won't get in like super detail because I'm not trying to like make this a whole business aspect. I'm just trying to share my experience, etc. So I was like, I'm only at 25%. Like, how am I possibly about to buy all these products? And luckily I had a good coach at the time, but he was like, we would just use my 50% and you can buy your products off me. And I'm like, okay, like that's fine, I can do that. So I ended up buying my products that I needed to work in the nutrition club off of him. So that was super dope because he let me use that discount so I wasn't like paying a lot of money. So after that, business started booming. Like I was making a lot of money in the nutrition club. I won't say how much, but I was making a lot of money. I had a couple customers that were buying off me, like that I met in the nutrition club. They were buying like their own products for home off of me, which is cool because you always want to make sure that you are selling outside of the nutrition club as well, like that you have some type of clientele, because that's how you're going to make even more money if you have people buying your products. So my coach ended up quitting actually at the nutrition club, so that was kind of sad. So he ended up quitting, but I ended up staying. So sorry. Okay. Anyways, for those of you who know, don't mind this jacket. It was a quick change, okay? I haven't got a new wardrobe yet. But anyway, so I ended up staying. He ended up quitting. So then I became under the owner, really. So like any problems I had, any ideas I had, I would give them to the owner of the nutrition club, which was fine. I'm like, okay. So a couple months started passing and they decided to switch the system, whereas we wouldn't be ordering our own products anymore. The owner would be ordering them and then he would just be taking a cost out of what we used. I'm not going into detail once again with that, but just know that my income dropped like 45, maybe 50%. So that kind of sucked. The vibe just wasn't the same anymore. And I just wanted to know like if things were actually going a certain way they were supposed to go for me to grow in there. So I reached out to my friend who I was actually on the call with before I joined the nutrition club. If you remember me saying that, I was like on a challenge call or whatever. So I reached out to her because her business was just like growing. Like she had just opened up her own nutrition club, which is amazing in the Herbalife business. If you open up your own nutrition club, that's an amazing way to make a sufficient income for yourself, and you can say you own your own business. Like that's dope. That's really dope. So she just opened up her own nutrition club. She had a lot of girls like under her. She was just working her business in the right way, so it seemed like, so which she does. So I reached out to her and I'm like, hey, like, can we meet up? Can we talk? Because I just want to share my aspects on things, on how things are going in the business that I'm in. And I'm in the same business as her, but like just the way that things are going with the leader that I have. And she's like, yeah. So I meet up with her and I'm just telling her everything. And mind you, I had two girls working underneath me in the nutrition club, actually three. And so we'll get into that later. But yeah, so I had put three people underneath me. So like I was their coach in the nutrition club. And they're still actually working there. But anyways, I was just telling her like, yeah, this is how things are going for me. This is where I'm at. This is where my girls are at underneath me. And she's like, how? She was like, how are you not at this level? How are they not at this level? She was like, something isn't right. Like, it's just not right. She was like, the system isn't right. Like, you guys should be like really growing. And I'm like, yeah, we should be, because you're growing, like, and you're growing tremendously and I'm not. So, one thing that I want to point out to people before they get into this business, is you please understand that you need to watch who you go under, like who you sign your distributorship under. You need to watch, because, and like watch as in like watch them in their nutrition club working, the type of people that they are, watch their social media, like how do they market themselves, how do they do their business, like watch all of that, because basically you're going to be not a replica, but you're going to be taught kind of that same way on how to do things. So I just wasn't under anyone who could put me in the position where I wanted to be with my business. Not saying that it was all on them, because I had the right to make my business the way I wanted it to, but the nutrition club that I was in and what ideas I wanted to bring to the table were not adding up with the person's what should I say? Basically, they weren't aligning with the other person. They were just like, no, I don't think you can do that. It was a lot of, I don't think you can do that. And hearing that a lot, I was just like, okay, so is this business even for me? Like, I have a coach that's telling me that they don't think I can do something 24/7. So why I say for you to watch who you go under is because I called Herbalife to basically like change my coach. Like I wanted to go under my girl and have her reteach me the business, reteach me her ways of doing things, because it seemed like the right way. And so when I called Herbalife, they were just like, I'm sorry, but we cannot do that. Like, we cannot change your coach, but you can call back at the beginning of the year and we might be switching it. So as them saying they might be switching it, they were saying basically for like the standard rules is you have to cancel your distributorship. So you have to cancel your whole membership, and then you have to wait an entire year to sign up under somebody else and start your business over. Yes, an entire year. And canceling your membership. So you can't like stay with your membership and buy your products and then switch after a year. No, you have to cancel the whole thing. It's just, honestly, that's probably the worst rule that they could ever make, because not everyone watches who they go under, and not everyone is going to have a genuine coach. And that's why I'm praying that this business is deciding to change the rules like they said they might be at the beginning of the year. So, and I have a lot of people that I know who really want to change their coach. So my tip to you is to check with Herbalife, like call them at the beginning of the year and ask them like, look, what is going on? Because it's just really not fair that people can't change their coach. You really don't know who you're working with until you start working with them. And that's why I said really watch, like physically, mentally watch these people before you sign up underneath them. Like, do you see yourself doing and working your business that way, or do you really not have any interest in the way they work their business? Like, it's just something you need to look out for. But as far as right now, I still have my distributorship. I still sell products to people. I am a personal trainer, so when people ask me like, you know, what are good protein shakes or protein snacks, like I always offer Herbalife no matter what. But I also, like I said, I actually have one girl quit, so I have two girls working in the nutrition club I used to work in under me. So every 15th of the month I still get a check from Herbalife from them. That's in royalties, which your coach, if you get into the business, will hopefully explain that to you, because mine didn't. So yeah, but that's basically my experience with Herbalife as far as the business side. So I'm gonna hop into the first question on, is it a pyramid scheme? So basically what a pyramid scheme is like a business who rewards people for getting more people underneath them. That's what a pyramid scheme is. So you could say that Herbalife is possibly a pyramid scheme because the more that people, the more business, how do I say? The more people that are in this business, and the more people that they get underneath them to be in the business, and then those people, it becomes a pyramid of people. And you have your highest people who have their lower people who have their, so it could be a pyramid scheme. It truly could be. But I believe that there is kind of certain ways as to why it's not a pyramid scheme, versus like a lot of other companies and businesses that are like doing this. And I won't say those businesses, but the only reason why I don't like really see that it's a pyramid scheme is that because everyone can reach the highest level, really, which I guess that still makes it a pyramid scheme, but everyone can reach the highest level, and really it's like the people who are higher than you, if they're an amazing coach, they're going to invest in you so much and set you up so much to where you're going to be at the exact level as them, like the exact level as them. So like if you have everybody on your team that's on the exact level as you, where's your pyramid at? You know, like you started the pyramid, but then it's like you don't have it anymore because all your people that you invested, y'all are at the top now. So like, I mean, yeah, you can still be putting people on, but eventually they're going to be at the top with you too because you invested in them the right way. So I don't know. You could label it as a pyramid scheme. You couldn't label it as a pyramid scheme. It's all your own judgment. But what I do think separates Herbalife from a lot of these companies out here is the nutrition clubs. The nutrition clubs really separate, you know, like that independent business. Like when they tell you you're an independent distributor, like you're independent, like you're on your own and you're going to find the way to make your own money off of these products. They're not going to set you up in a way where you're going to be just like having all this money. Your coach should help you, but really the nutrition clubs are amazing, and they give people that, you know, that push to where you have your own business like through this company, and that's amazing. So that's how I don't see, you know, Herbalife being the same as every other company. You can go into these nutrition clubs and you can try out their products. You can literally try their products and talk to somebody about the business, about the products, what you're trying to work on. Like you can't do that with a lot of these companies out here, you know, like with the skincare and the hair care and all that stuff. You just can't go into it. There's not a certain salon that has that hair care in it that you can just go to for, you know, some nutrition clubs give your first shake for free. I don't know, but you can't go in there and try it out and be like, okay, this is what I want to invest in. You know, you just can't. So that's definitely what separates Herbalife from a lot of other companies is these nutrition clubs. But and then going into financial freedom. So like I said, with the pyramid scheme thing, you build your way up, and the way you build up is you investing your people. But so financial freedom wise, 100% I do believe that you can gain financial freedom from this company, but it's really all what you put in. Like you have to add value to yourself into your business in order for like value and income to come in. And that's with anything in life. Like you have to invest in it, you have to be consistent with it all the time for it to grow and make you money. And it won't always be easy. Like it's not always easy. You'll have a lot of trials and tribulations through it, but you'll get through it and hopefully your business will come out on top. But I know, and not personally, I just follow people on Instagram. I know people who are really, really content with their lives and happy with their incomes and have like, you know, they're stress-free of finance due to the way that they work their business. And they're driving, you know, foreign cars, or they're in the nicest condos in the cities, like, and people ask them what they do, and they say they have their own, you know, businesses. I have 6 or 7 nutrition clubs, like, through this company. Like, that's just like, it's just, you have your own business. Like, so yeah, you can definitely get financial freedom from Herbalife. You truly can, but it's just the way that you work your business, and it's the coach that you go under. Are they going to help invest in you? Do they want to see you at the top as well? Like, so that's definitely key in order to gain financial freedom from the business itself. And then lastly, about the products, and if they work. So everyone's body is different. Like, I will say that Herbalife can do, or can give you a lot of trial and error with what goals you have for yourself. As far as me, I do believe that the products work. The products worked for me. And what's so crazy is, like, everybody thinks like shakes and tea, like that's gonna get me to lose weight. And like, I have different goals, like, kind of like, mine aren't really losing weight. Mine are more so, it's crazy. Mine are more so keeping my energy levels up and growing my hair. I know, right? Like, what does Herbalife do for me with that? But Herbalife has these amazing, oh, I actually have one right here. My mom always thinks that they're condoms. They're not condoms. But they have these amazing energy supplement tablets that they're like made out of natural caffeine. I literally have to have one every day for my day to feel like it's going the way it should. So I use that product a lot, and then I use Beauty Booster. Beauty Booster really helps grow your hair. I used to use a lot of biotin, like biotin gummies, and it broke out my face so bad, like so bad. So I stopped using it. I just switched over to Beauty Booster. It has more vitamins in it that you need, like zinc. It does have biotin. It's not like super high like a lot of the Nature's Bounty ones are, stuff like that. So, and it's grown my hair tremendously, like it's crazy. But shakes though, shakes are essential. Like, I've known people who have lost like 110 pounds off of Herbalife shakes. And really, everyone's meal plan is different with what exactly they would have to do, like how many shakes a day, etc. But the shakes are really good in order for you to try, and you can go to a nutrition club as well. But I've also had people gain weight off them, like in a good way, like they wanted to gain weight. But yeah, so I think that's about it. Everything that I wanted to touch on with Herbalife. Let me think. Oh, will I continue my business with Herbalife? So I've had this question a lot, like, am I going to continue my business? Am I going to cancel and restart? So I really won't know until you know, January comes, if I can cancel, and not even cancel, but if I can switch my coach. If I have to get any type of paperwork from my old coach, it's probably going to be really difficult for me to switch. But if I'm able to switch and go under a person who I trust and can help me work the business, I think that I might stay in the business. But I haven't really decided yet. I have, though, always wanted to open my own nutrition club, but not in Ohio. Actually, I wanted to open one in Florida, right by FAU's campus. Like, I always wanted to do that. It's a beautiful campus. Boca is a beautiful small town, very wealthy town as well. And I just feel like I always wanted to open one right on like the downtown area, kind of going towards the beach. Like, I even like saw this like building that I wanted to open one at, but I just didn't have the type of coach to help me do that. So I might stay in the business, just depends on what January brings. I know people go differently about the business, and there's some people who truly do want to share financial freedom and a healthier, happy life with people, and there's some people who really just want you to add extra money to their pocket. And I know it's really hard to figure out and divide like those people on who they are, but like I said, just really watch the people, really invest in time in them before you invest in yourself and your money into what they're offering to you. And that just goes for anything. Like also like, you know, look at the results of other people and like how the products worked for them. I I know a lot of different companies who are offering skincare products and saying that this clears up their skin and like these people need to buy it ASAP. But like I see these people who are selling these products in person and their skin does not look like it's being helped with these products. Like it just doesn't. So you really need to like invest in time into people before you invest in yourself and your money into them and the business and the products that they're offering. But I hope this video was essential for everyone. And I actually love YouTube. I don't know what content I can bring here yet though, because I don't know, I just like talking about different topics. I know I have one video on here. It's from my family's trip to California. I'm leaving for Houston tomorrow, so I could vlog that. That's gonna be fun. I've never been to Houston. It's a new experience for me and my family. My brother's transitioning over there. He's going to be living there now, and I really could vlog that. That would be a super cool vlog. I might. I'm gonna bring my tripod. But yeah, so I hope this video helped everyone out, answered any questions. You can always comment or DM me if you have any other questions or just want to share your experience with me as well. But thank you for watching and have a blessed day. Bye.